All right, what's good, YouTube? I have been asked to do a video where I'm at because a lot of people have been having questions that I know about living in Odessa, Texas. Um, Pretty much Odessa and Midland, Texas is kind of sort of pretty much the same, but people say one better than the other, one bigger than the other. It's how I look at it. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the video and talk about some things that I have experienced. My 5 year review on living in Odessa. Um, Number one, I'm gonna try to make this a short video. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them for them. Is the food out here is okay. And that's why I try to explain to a lot of people, you got to think like it's a lot of Mexican restaurants and, you know, food joints like burger joints and stuff, McDonald's, the original, Burger King and all that type of stuff. And another thing I tell people is you have to be careful because I came out here, you would gain weight fast out here. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. I came out here and I was about 245, somewhere up in there. And man, I got up to like almost 300, like that. Like it can happen, man. I mean, it's everything out here. You got to think like people have asked the question was everything out here is pretty much wrapped in damn near burritos, tortillas and stuff. Everything out here is very unhealthy. You got to watch that, man. The food is okay out here. If you coming from the South like I am, y'all, a lot of you know, my subscribers know that I come from Mississippi. So if you coming from the South, the food here is different. It's different. Like you don't have the southern food. Like you come from the west to the north, it's gonna be different. So be prepared and be aware of that. Okay. Number two, the people out here. The people out here, I done been out here, some people are very respectful, some are very rude. You have those type of people out here, like, what I have been told, it's like the Mexican hates the black out here, like, it's that type of thing out here, like, and I don't see it because I have met a lot of my Mexican guys and ladies, and they're very respectful, I don't see it, but that's what people say. Would you encounter racism here? Absolutely, it's here. I have known people that have experienced, I have seen it happen to other people. You're gonna meet rudeness. Like, we coming from the South, we like to hold doors for people, right? Some people here don't do that. It's different here, man. I'm telling you, it's different. So a lot of you guys, if you come here single, be prepared, man, because it's very diverse out here. You have a lot of pretty much everybody out here: Mexican, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican. Everybody out here. Another thing is, like in my video in Mississippi, I think I put that up in that video. If you're not a person that like to see interracial, out here, it's here. You're gonna see it. It's weird because you'll see like white women with Mexican men and stuff like that, and vice versa, Mexican women with white men, and that's what you pretty much see out here. I know some people don't believe in that, some people don't like to see it, but if you're one of those type of people that's planning on moving out here, coming out here to work and live or whatever, be prepared to see that. Okay. Jobs. Let's get on jobs. If you that type of person that been on your job 3, 4, 5 years, by all means, please don't quit your job and come out here that you've been in your job 15, 20 years. Don't do that. Don't do it. Worst mistake, people have done it because the jobs out here are on and off, if that makes sense to you. On and off. So what I mean by that is, don't be surprised you quit your job and you come here and go to work, and you ain't here but nothing but 3 months, and you get laid off your job. The oil field done shut down. It's done. So you don't have no job now. Okay, jobs are here, and jobs out here pay good. But what a lot of people fail to realize, like a guy explained to me, was people is so confused and they not realizing, like, sorry about that bag anyway, but they not realizing that the more you make out here, the more Uncle Sam take, and that's what a lot of people are confused about. And they don't understand that. I mean, let's give you an example. If you make $2,000 a week, right? Now let's let alone besides your your child support, whatever you have coming out, insurance, whatever. Texas have a 23% federal. I think that's correct. If any Texans on here that's heard that, please correct me. No problem. I won't be mad. I think it's 23% of your income. That's a lot of money. So the more you make, Uncle Sam is going to take a nice chunk of that. I've seen a guy that had zero dependents, and we were making about $2,000 a week. This man check was like, after child support and everything, he was like at $1,000. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The house market out here, I'm gonna touch on that too. Out here is very expensive. Very expensive. Really, really expensive. Can you do it as a single person? Absolutely. You can. I'm not saying it's not gonna be hard. How you like to live. You like to party, take care of prostitutes, gold diggers, take care of women. You're gonna suffer out here. Number 4, that's what we're finna touch on now. The cost of living out here, man, very, very expensive. Very expensive. And it kind of died down now since COVID and everything like that, and everything's starting to go haywire, you know. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. I did, and for that 1-bedroom apartment was $1,200 a month. $1,200 a month. Y'all, that's a lot of money. Coming from where I'm from, I can buy a brand new two-store house for that much. Brand new house for $1,200 a month. Brand new house, 2-store, probably like 3, 4, 5 acres. It's very expensive out here. So be aware of that. Houses out here, you got houses probably built in the 60s, 50s, and people still they want to sell it for about $200,000. Me, I think it's crazy. I wouldn't dare do that. I would never do that. Not for an old house. That's unbelievable. Because they think everybody in the oil field, so they jack the house prices up, house market up, and it's unbelievable. Ain't nothing here to do, man. Okay, so be aware of that. Number 5. One thing some people probably ain't told you, and people that sell you a house or apartment out here don't tell you this neither. But I'm gonna touch up on it. Because I dated a girl that had a house out here, and same with her, I didn't know until her father told me. The city water is very bad out here. Very bad. This is why I say it's a bad idea to go back to number 4 of buying a house out here. If you don't, you have to buy a water softener to help save all your water appliances. Because if I could, I'm trying to see, can I throw a clip of a faucet that I replaced brand new, like 2 months later, is already corroded and everything up in it. It's bad. The water here is bad. If you're gonna move out here, buy a house out here, more power to you. Buy water softener. All right. So be aware of that. Like I went to Home Depot, and one of the guys in the appliance said, "Man, out here, do not buy nothing expensive." He explained it to me. He said the water out here is bad, and you be replacing that in about 6 months. So enough, he did not lie. I'm telling you, 2 months, it was corroded bad, really bad. All right. Said I'm making short for y'all. A lot of guys probably looking at what is it to do. Okay, here we go. What is it to do? Really, nothing. Nothing. Here you go. If you that type of that like the club, that the type used to, they had ice skating here in the mall. They took that out here about a few months ago. We just got regular skating now. But if you like to club, party, drink, drop the tailgate, and go in the parking lot and drink, they got people do that here. Like ride motorcycle, people do that here. It's really nothing here to do, man. Nothing here to do. I'm being straightforward with you. Now, if you like to ride like me, I like to hunt, fish, ride four-wheelers and all that. I can't do that here. Stanton is probably the nearest closest place, and I think Kermit is close. Kermit, Texas. I think they got a dirt sand dune there or something like that. Probably the closest place you'll be able to go to find a place to ride four-wheeler. Here in Odessa, Midland area, no. Unless you got somebody with a lot of land, you just ride up. Good luck with that. Okay. It's nothing to do. Not really anything to do for kids, for an adults, unless only thing here, man, that you have to do is be prepared for is to travel. Every weekend you have to travel. Dallas, like 4 hours, 5 hours from here, roughly 5 hours. San Antonio, about 5 hours. You got a little town called San Angelo, Texas. It's all right. You got a lot of fishing there. That's 2 hours away. El Paso is like 3.5, 4 hours away. I mean, it's nothing here to do. Me personally, I can't judge nobody, but in my opinion, I wouldn't waste my time moving my family here, or even selling my house where you at and coming here. Because see, people just stuck on the money, but not realizing the consequence you're gonna suffer later, because you over here trying to buy this and that, but these jobs out here not guaranteed. Because what I heard through the grapevine is they moving a lot of the oil field coming out of West Texas and take them to East and South Texas. So in North Texas, so be aware of that. It's what I was told. I don't know how true that is. Don't quote me on that. All right. Some people might say, "Oh, you want to come up here and move up here and get a fresh start." We're going to talk about relationships, how people are with relationships up here. People probably really don't care and want to see for themselves. I would just touch up on it. Don't come out here thinking you're going to cuff a woman. There are good women here. I have met a lot of them, and they are faithful women here. That's faithful to their husbands and stuff like that. There are, and there's some that's not. It's very picky out here. You got to be a certain person, to be chosen out here. There's a lot of funny acting people out here, but there are, like I said, good people out here. So don't think you're gonna come here and get a woman and meet her and cuff her like that, because a lot of these women out here are, after the men's in the oil field, and because they talking to you don't mean they not talking to 17 more men. It's like that out here. I have seen it and worked beside two guys that was texting the same female, and they were like, "Man, I talked to this girl such and such." He was like, "Shit, what's her name and what's her number?" And they had the same number, so they were talking to the same female. That's why I said, man, and she telling this guy she love him and telling this guy she love him. So be careful out here if you want to come out here and date somebody. All right. Another thing people ask, got to remember, Texas is majority of Hispanics. That's what I tell people too. So people ask me, it's a lot of black people in Odessa, Midland. I say it's a few. It's not many. I say you got to remember, Hispanic, Mexicans is majority in Texas, especially West Texas, South Texas. So I told them that, and they were like, "Okay, cool." I said, "It's not a lot of whites here, so it's some, but not many." All right. Number 9, I'm going to touch up. This might be my last one. I'm going to shut it down. Is crime rate is high. It's high. I had a sheriff one time sit and talk to me and told me that Odessa was up there in crime rate alone in the state of Texas. Number 1 a while back. And it's climbing right now, and it's bad. So if I need anything else, I'll do a part 2 of this video, and I'll do it for y'all, man. So just remember, crime rate here is bad. You will get your shit broken into and stolen. So be aware of that. And I'm out. May God bless you all, man. Peace.